problem with the Giving Pledge, while it's very good and it's designed to motivate many people to give away more money, on the theory that if you give away money, probably some of it will be useful and do some good things. That's the theory, at least. I think it generally works, but not always. That you should, in giving away money, you should recognize that you can be more helpful in some cases by giving your time and your energy and your ideas. I think that Wendy Kopp, for example, who started Teach for America, is a great philanthropist. She had an idea, she pursued it, she changed American education a bit, and I think it was a terrific idea. Now, when you list the greatest philanthropists in the United States, unfortunately, she's not listed because we list people by how much money they've given away as opposed to how many great ideas they have or how they've changed the country. So it's unfortunate that philanthropy has become synonymous with just writing checks, and it shouldn't be. It should be giving your time, your energy, and ideas. And so I do give away money, and I hope to give away virtually all that I have, but I want to make sure I'm involved as well in these institutions, and I came to it late in life, and I now tell students when I talk to them all the time, don't make the mistake that I did. Don't wait till you're 54 to start giving away your money or getting involved in philanthropy. Do it younger because you will be better person for it. And there's a selfish reason as well. When you're involved in philanthropy, you feel much better about yourself. Nobody who gives away money says, oh, I hate myself for having done this. Nobody does that. Nobody who helps somebody else in a volunteer effort says, oh, I wish I hadn't done that. Nobody feels that way. They always feel better. Well, when you feel better about yourself, you might actually live longer. And I think there's some reason to think that's true. And therefore, I tell young people, get involved in the beginning, and you'll live longer, you'll feel better about yourself, and I think you'll realize that whatever you might do in your profession that's not philanthropically oriented, you will be more successful in that regard, and people will think better things of you, and that will be good. One last point. It's interesting, when I built my company, with the help of a lot of people, and we were lucky and we made a lot of mistakes, but it became a very large company and got to be reasonably well known in the financial service world. My mother, who wanted me to be a dentist, she thought the highest calling of mankind was to be a dentist. You get to be called a doctor. You don't have to go to medical school, but you can still be a doctor. Have office hours that are regular, no weekend hours, and she spent a lot of time in dentist chairs. I think that's why she liked it. Anyway, I also tell young people, respect your parents, call them all the time, but don't do what your mother wants you to do, because you're going to be more successful in life if you do what you want to do and not what your mother or your father wants you to do. But it's interesting, all the time that I was building Carlyle, my mother was happy and she was never upset and so forth. But the only time when I started giving away large sums of money, she actually called me and said, I'm proud that you're doing that. She never said she was proud that I built Carlyle, and maybe she was, but she didn't say that to me. She was proud that I'd given away money, I'm doing this, helping people, she would say, and that's much more important to her than the other stuff. So maybe the mother test is the most important one in the end. If you can please your mother, that's the hardest thing, particularly if you're Jewish.